Just like dogs and cats, everyone chooses their favorite person differently. Sometimes it's someone's personality. You think they're funny or smart. Sometimes it's what that person's done for you, or if they were there for you. Other times, you just form connections with people and they become your favorite person. So, firstly, let me start with how I form connections as a person. The most meaningful connections I've made came from people who were either there for me in times of hardship or caused a change in my character as a person. So, who's my favorite person, you ask? Well, that's easy. Without a doubt, my favorite person is my mother. My mother's a very intimidating woman. She's 5'11", could body slam a grown man. My mother is also the most caring and selfless person I've ever known. But that still doesn't answer why she's my favorite person. My mother and I had a rocky relationship. She was in and out of my life a lot as a kid. One moment she was the best mother in the world, and the next she was nowhere to be found. But to most people's surprise, that is the reason my mother is my favorite person. It's because without me growing up watching my mother be unfazed and strong enough to recover, I would never have the strength and prosperity I do now. My mother was so selfless. I remember when I was just about to start my junior year of high school, my mom broke the news to me that we were losing our house and that we were going to be homeless for a while. She was very upset, though she'd never let me know. We ended up living in a hotel, or sometimes I would stay with friends. The most incredible thing came from it, though. Even while being homeless, my mom had this idea. Her and I would go out every cold Saturday morning down to Cincinnati, Ohio, buy 10 or so hot chocolates, find every single homeless person we could, and give them something warm. She cared so much for making their day better. So she was a selfless person. My mother was also strong. I don't mean the emotional strong. I mean the if you mess with my kid, you mess with me strong. She used to make me laugh. She'd wear these bandanas, just as I am now, and go out in public like she was in some kind of gang. She never let people walk all over her. I remember when she was teaching me to drive. The first thing she told me was, "The horn is your best friend. Use it." If people were being inconsiderate to my student driving, she'd mean mug them until they backed off. She was strong. The choices she made shaped me, and the impact of living in my mother's world has taught me that I am so much stronger than I ever imagined. Without knowing, my mother impacted my character and was there for me in hard times. You aren't defined by your past. You're defined by your choices. And every choice you make impacts the next. My mother made choices that I'd never question. I also always knew she was doing what was best. She made me strong. And because of that, my mother is my favorite person. And will always be my favorite person.